need help. Hey guys, welcome to a new video. Today we will be transforming books. This video is partly inspired by Jesse the Reader, who did a genre swap and an author swap, but today I will be taking a little twist on that, and I will be transforming books through removing one letter from their title and reimagining an entirely different story. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. More importantly, leave a comment. Subscribe for videos almost every single day, and let's get right on into the video. Before I start, I want to tell you guys that I have no script for this, so I'm literally going to be looking at the books on my shelf, and I will be trying to come up with something cool. So this will be all on the spot, and I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, so the first book I'm reimagining is Paper Towns by John Green, and this book will become Paper Tons, so I've removed the W, obviously. And this book is about a boy who discovers tons and tons of paper in this landfill and is told that one of these papers contains a prophecy about him that will be fulfilled in the coming year. And so it's about his search throughout this magical wasteland of paper where he'll meet magical sphinxes who tell prophecies, and he'll meet this girl who helps him along the way. This book would not be about actually finding prophecy. It would be on the quest to see all these different people's lives and how you cannot just focus on yourself. There are all these different people who have all these different prophecies and futures, and it's about acknowledging that while also living your own life. That just got deep really fast. Alright, so the next book I'm reimagining, you can probably see because of that empty gap right there, is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. I'm going to reimagine this book as The Hat You Give, and this book is going to be about... I literally just only thought of the title. This book will be about a teenage boy who has to make money for his family through selling hats. But what he doesn't realize is that these hats are magical. And so one day, he's giving this hat to a girl, and they are transported to this magical world full of fairy tales and magic. And they have to find a way out of this world that is just so infatuated with hats. Hats are everywhere. And the leader of this magical world is the Mad Hatter. I just changed to contemporary to like a whimsical fantasy through removing one letter. Should I keep the theme of these books? No, that hat story was way too good. Alright, this one's a stretch, and it's completely stupid, but I'm running out of options here, so we'll go with it. And that is Every Day by David Levitan. We are removing the Y, and we are making it Everyday. The protagonist of this book is named Ever, and their last name is, can you guess it? Day. And this book, as you can see from the cover, is about her falling, and it is a book written in verse about the entire process of her falling. About her being at 10 feet, 20 feet, 30 feet. I need help. It's about the process of her falling and what she sees along the way, and some of the people that begin to join in the process of her falling, and what led up to this, and all of the things Everyday must be thinking. Would you read this book? I think I would read this book. It reminds me of Long Way Down by Jason Reynolds, and I absolutely love that book. A benefit of it is that it is in poetry, so it'd go super fast, but it would be pretty boring. The main character has to be pretty introspective. I'm losing my mind here, guys. The next book I'd reimagine is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I would remove the T in Dante to make it Aristotle and Dane Discover the Secrets of the Universe. This is a very historical fiction novel about Aristotle in the old times, who finds in his wanderings, in his mystical thinkings, a Dane dog. I think a Dane is a type of dog, right? But it's about them walking together, and it's about them becoming friends. It's about Dane becoming lost, and Aristotle suddenly becoming infatuated with finding Dane and reuniting with this dog. I would read this book. I'd be interested to see how the person writes Aristotle, and also how they function in the first few chapters, how Aristotle and Dane really become a friendship, and how just Aristotle thinks when Dane goes missing. I think it'd be interesting to get the story from both their perspectives. I am suddenly interested in this book for some reason. These are getting crazier and crazier by the second. I would reimagine One of Us is Lying by Karen McManus, and I would remove the Y from lying, and it would be One of Us is Ling, and it would be about these 4 kids who are thrust into this world where they do not remember their otherworldly names, and so they have to figure out which one of them is named Ling through these clues that the world sets out for them, and it suddenly becomes a fantastical adventure, and in the end, it's about how names choose who we are, and about how we can define ourselves other than those names and other than those labels. This book actually sounds interesting. This must be the best of them all, right? Well, I mean, this book would be about identity, it'd be about labels. I feel like it could be a fun adventure. We just changed a murder mystery to fantastical adventure. This is getting good. The next book I would reimagine is Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien. My uncle gave me this entire series for my birthday, and I still haven't read it. I would take away the S at the end and make it Lord of the Ring. It'd be about a boy who's just entering the wrestling world and is trying to become a Lord of the Ring, just like his father did. But it is about him reconciling with how he doesn't want to be a wrestler. But after his father died and his last words changed the boy, he must suddenly reconsider everything. Where did that come? These are getting good. I would read this book. It sounds like a really interesting, important read. Please tell me in the comments below if you would read any of these books. The last one I would reimagine, which is definitely a stretch. This one is completely a stretch, is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. I'm slightly breaking the rules here. I'm going to remove the G and then put a dash or space between the fan and the Earl. And I would make it fan dash IRL, which if you do not know means in real life. And it would be about this fan, so not diverging a lot from this original plotline. Is really in love with this video game character, but everyone knows you can't fall in love with the video character because you can't marry them. Until one day he suddenly is thrust into the video game world while playing and then meets the person and doesn't like them, but it's about him having to work with that person throughout the book to escape the video game. Like, the title might not be good, but that plot, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty decent. Alright, so that was my reimagining books by removing one letter from their title video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. But more importantly, leave a comment, subscribe for videos every single day. This video was a lot of fun. You guys should definitely do this. And put in the comments below if you would read these books. I definitely would. Well, some of them.